Paper catches fire at around 230 degrees. The flame licking the bottom of this cup is burning at over 1,000 degrees, hot enough to turn it to ash 5 times over. Yet there it sits, directly in the fire, not even browning. And the water inside it is at a full, rolling boil. Hold that same cup to that same flame empty, and it's gone in seconds. Fill it with water, and the fire suddenly can't touch it. If the paper isn't absorbing the fire, where is 1,000 degrees of heat actually going? And what happens the exact second the clock runs out?
You're watching CuriOddity.
Our instinct tells us fire is a destroyer, a hungry thing that eats whatever it touches. If something sits in the flame, it burns. Contact equals consumption. But fire doesn't work like a mouth, it works like a bucket with a hole in the bottom. To set something alight, you don't just need heat, you need heat to pile up faster than it can drain away. The cup is filled with ferocious heat, but every scrap pours straight out the bottom into the water. The bucket never fills. The cup is safe, not because it resists the fire, but because it has somewhere to dump the energy. And that raises a far stranger problem. Anything heats up only if more energy arrives than leaves, if the tap beats the drain. And right now, the drain is winning. The paper's temperature isn't creeping toward its ignition point, it's pinned, held just above the boiling water pressed against it, around 100 degrees, less than half of what it needs to catch. The paper can't burn because thermodynamically it isn't allowed to get hot enough. But swallowing that much heat without heating up should be impossible. To see how the water pulls it off, you have to look at the absurd scale of what it can absorb. Follow a single burst of heat off the flame. It passes straight through the paper, far too thin to hold heat at all, and slams into the water behind it. And those molecules tear loose into steam. Turning into steam is staggeringly expensive. Boiling away 1 gram of water takes more than 5 times the energy it took to heat that water from ice cold to boiling in the first place. Every wisp of steam is a getaway car, hauling an enormous load of heat out into the air. The paper isn't fireproof. It's the opposite of special. Too hopeless a heat store to hold the energy long enough to ignite. It's a doorway, not a wall. Which makes the cup look invincible. It isn't. That cup is about 60 seconds from bursting into flame, and the proof is already showing. Look closely. Below the waterline, pristine, untouched. But the rim above the water, browning, scorching, curling black. Same cup, same flame. The only difference is what's on the other side of the paper. Below the line, water catches the heat. Above it, there's only air, a useless drain. The cup was never fireproof, only the wet part was ever safe. Which means the cup isn't winning at all, it's stalling. Every second it boils, it runs down a clock, and when the protection runs out, the fire collects everything it's owed all at once. It's been boiling for minutes, steam streaming off, perfectly safe. But the level is falling. Every plume carries another fragment of the heatsink away with it. Then, the last film of water at the bottom flashes to steam and is gone. The drain slams shut. The flame still pours 1,000 degrees in, but now nothing takes it away. The temperature, held steady for minutes, is suddenly free. It rockets past 150, 200, 230, and the bottom browns, blackens, and erupts. The protection didn't fade, it vanished in a single second. But running dry isn't the only way this ends. Sometimes the cup burns while it's still full. And sometimes the water doesn't just stop protecting you, it becomes the weapon. Everything keeping the cup alive rests on one quiet assumption, that the steam can leave. Seal the top and the escape route closes with the heat still flooding in. The water keeps swallowing energy with nowhere to put it, building and building. The same water that held the paper at a gentle 100 degrees becomes a coiled spring, and when it lets go all at once. Scale that up, an industrial boiler run dry, a sealed can in a fire, and the exact physics that babied a paper cup will flatten a building and turn steel into shrapnel. The shield was a loaded weapon the entire time. We look at fire and see a destroyer, but fire destroys nothing. It's just a transaction. Heat in, heat out. Everything that ever burned simply lost that race. Everything that survived a fire survived because something carried the heat away in time. Our eyes only see the flame. They never see the invisible race on the other side of the paper, the one that quietly decides who burns and who walks away.